demonstrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The apple endo make.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Cardinals, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. It's time for the start of a new NFL season. Always such a fun time of the year. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you up in the booth once again. And we could not, CD, have asked for a more exciting game to start this season. Kansas City, Arizona, two teams coming off strong seasons, both fueled by those high-powered offenses.
And this should be so much fun for people at home watching because both of these teams, they know how to put on points. How about this stat? Each of the last 4 seasons, we've seen one opening week game reach 69 or more points combined. I'd have to think that this game is a front runner to keep that streak going. Look, we all know about Kansas City. 4 straight conference title game appearances, but last year, Arizona took a huge step forward, 11 wins, and made the playoffs. We know the few teams in the league can keep up with Kansas City, but you have to think the Cardinals are one of them.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray had his Arizona Cardinals cruising in 2021, leading them to 11 wins, despite sharing a division with both of the NFC title game participants. It was also Arizona's first playoff appearance since 2015. Like his team, Murray's improved each of the last 3 seasons and would have set career highs across the board had he not missed a couple of starts.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now left side on the swing pass. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Murray from midfield. Going deep for Hopkins. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
We'll talk about Patrick Mahomes. What's a normal season for him is probably a career year for 99% of the other quarterbacks in the game today. 4,800 yards, 37 touchdowns, and a 4th straight trip to the AFC title game. He is making sure that all of us understand what he is doing is sometimes beyond spectacular, and his team follows accordingly. When he's under center, KC always has a shot.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Greg Dortch back deep. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year.
Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a perlate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
On the return, Dortch.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Murray to air it out again. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Open man is Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Murray now. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Now Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Escaping the pressure right. Zach Ertz has it complete. Touchdown! Zach Ertz, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes George on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, we head east to Minnesota to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Jimmy Garoppolo with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Mahomes forced out to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashard Lawrence, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And here's a handoff out of the gun. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Murray going to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 38, Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Mahomes now on first down. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. On second and goal, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Again, it's Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. On first and 10 is Connor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Well, one team clearly was in control from the start in this one, Charles. They had things humming on the offensive end, a few passing touchdowns, and then their secondary on defense really helped to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they certainly did, Brandon, and let's face it, it may be cliche, but that secondary, they brought their no-fly zone signs to this one, didn't they? Shut down everything in the airways, and conversely, their own offense had its way through the air. They made sure their passing game was humming.
So for the Cardinals, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the real, see we still outside. Mine on the ridges, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not a ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.